G'day, Mick from Rusty Cars Down Under. You'll have to excuse the highway noise behind me because we're on a main highway. Now, these cars would be the most photographed cars in Australia, hands down. If you haven't seen these before, you must be living under a rock because their photos have been shared on Facebook hundreds of times. Plenty of stories about the people that own them and that, but that's for another time. Used to be a servo next door, but that's long gone, and these cars have been here a very long time. And it's not just your average run-of-the-mill cars either. It's something you don't see dead very often, and that's a 58 Chev right there. About a 60 Dodge, and just a pile of old Holdens and Fords. As we said, the most photographed cars in Australia, bar none. Been under lock and key for many, many years. Now, people will say, oh, what a waste, why don't you sell them, why doesn't he do something, and all that kind of stuff. But you know what, this guy, he put these cars here when no one wanted them, and then they probably would have gone to the tip. So they still survive because of him. They would have gone to the tip, they would have been crushed, and they would be no more. So it's really interesting to see him still sitting here. And it's a pretty dry area where we are. You can see the cars are not horrendously rusty. The Dodge on top of the Valiant and XB Ute. But yeah, I have to say, the most photographed cars in Australia. If you've ever visited the cars at Peak Hill, you may not have gone around the corner to the old dealership that is owned by the same gentleman. You see the General Motors sign, GMH, and there's still cars inside. As I said, the gentleman lives upstairs, so I think it's going to be hard to see. A 63, 64 Chef sedan, EJ panel van at the back, and then there's a row of, I think, EHs. Now, everyone says they're brand new, but they've got rego stickers on them, so they say it's really hard to to video through glass. But yeah, so this is in the main street. Well, not the main street, it's straight off to the side in Peak Hill. And the cars are on a main highway. You can see the Holden sign up there. And just more stuff. Workshop in there. There's it looks like a new VS Commodore. All workshop stuff. So it's a really interesting story, this. Not that I can tell it or really know about it, but really well known. And a gentleman just stopped then and said that he lives upstairs. Now this is at the back, obviously where the car yard was at the back. Obviously no fence around it. I would say these cars are not that old in regards to they've been sitting here a long time. That's what I mean. So with a couple of VNs, unfortunately the windows have been smashed. Holden Commodore wagon, and probably the pick of the bunch would be the HQ Statesman, which you can see people have ratted bits off of it. Dash has gone out of it. And there's another car in the bushes there, HZ, HQ Ute. Really interesting story about this joint. Hopefully someone can tell the full story one day, and not just what they think's going on. But interesting fella. Good on him for keeping all the old cars and all the other stuff in the shed as the way it is. It's pretty cool. Cheers.